Hi everyone. Today I'm gonna show you how to deploy your project in Render as well as Vercel. We'll be using Render for deploying backend and Vercel for deploying frontend. Let me just take you to the IDE, Gemini IDE. So once you have finished uh, your code in anti-gravity IDE, just ask the prompt. So give the exact prompt here and click next. So once your entire code is completed and running perfectly fine in your local host, just uh, give this exact prompt. Uh, you can see it over here, document instructions.md. It have generated document instructions.md file, so I can view it. These are the exact instructions file it generated, so I can so we can continue with the pushing to deployment to Vercel and render. So first, when you have pushed your code to GitHub, first you need to push your code to GitHub. Next, you need to go to render for deploying the backend. So go to render, click on new and select web service. As you can see, if you have login with your GitHub account, you will see your repository name here. This is my repository for the code. So click on next. Now follow the exact instructions. As you can see, change the settings exactly as it had gave me. So go to render, keep it as node. Next, choose the same region as your database. Keep the root directory as server and branch as main. And for runtime, use node. By default, you can see it's selected as node. And root directory. In my code, the backend file was server. As you can see here, I have two files over here. For frontend, it's client, and for backend, it's server. So you need to give your server, I mean, you need to give your server name as root directory. I have given server. Now edit the build command and also edit the start command. Next, click on free and add the environment variables. Here I need to add database URL, Gemini API key, client URL, and node env production. So once I have added it, you can click on deploy. So you can directly just add from .env file. I'll show you sample env file, env.example. For me, it asks only these values. It's the example file of mine. Add variables. As you can see, I did not add my client URL. This will be adding this secret after deploying it. After changing all these, you can directly click on deploy web service. Let me just click on this. Uh, Additionally, you can delete this. Click on deploy web service. Once you have deployed, it will show you all the logs over here. If you get any errors in this, just copy the entire thing and paste it to anti-gravity in the chat box over here. For me, the build was successful. I didn't get any issues, so I can proceed with deploying my front end in Vercel. As you can see, first I need to open the Vercel dashboard. Next, create a new project. Then you need to import your exact repository. Then you can keep the project name as default, and you need to select the application as white, which was suggested for me. And you can also change the root directly, but by default we need a front end, so we'll be using a client as suggested by as suggested in the instructions. Next, build command. Build an output. You need to give the build command as suggested. And output directly, let it be default. And coming with the environmental variables, you need to add a white API key. And your deployment link from vendor. You can find your deployment link over here. Just paste the deployment link over here and you can proceed with deploying. As you can see, my deployment was successful. I can directly continue to the dashboard. You can find the deployment link over here. When I click on this, I'll be directly moved to my application. In the first one, it will just take a few minutes to load it. You before how to add your uh, Vercel deployed link to the website in Render. So you can click over environment and edit, and you can directly add a variable over here. So according to my thing, the guide, I need to add client URL and deployed Vercel URL over here, which I have already done. You can see our client URL, just copy paste them, and this thing is my deployed application link, as you can see over here. And once you have updated it, just click save and save, build and rebuild and deploy. Then your app should be working after that. Let me just show you something. As you could previously see that I didn't got any errors previously. To be honest, uh, I actually encountered few errors and took me more than an hour to resolve all the errors. So I just asked it to help me deploy in front-end in Vercel and back-end in Vendor. Next, it gave me the deployment procedure. As you can see over here, I followed the exact deployment procedure. And whenever I encountered any error, I just pasted over here and interacted with the in the chat option itself. You can I'll also show you my logs previously. You can also see all the fail logs over here. It took me over the 1 hour to completely do this. So guys, this is it for the session. Please have some patience and whenever you encounter an error, please paste it over here in the chat option, and it will give you all the required changes so that interact with it and get it resolved until your deployment is finished. Thank you.